Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius January 20th, 2023. Mercury's retrograde ends today, and this can help release blocks or delays. The shift itself occurring now can be confusing, so take your time. In the coming days, you'll benefit from a more straightforward approach to life. With today's Sun-Pluto alignment in your sign, you may want to get your affairs in order. This transit shines a light on personal ambitions and fears, which can be slightly uncomfortable if you've been out of touch with them, but also highly revealing. Acknowledge your deeper needs, wants, and desires, but then develop a plan to achieve those that are healthy and empowering. After weeks of spinning in the center of a maelstrom, life has better news for you. Our cosmic messenger, mental Mercury, has awoken within your zodiac sign and decided to scale your cliffs and mountaintops. During this time, he will gift you great insight, wisdom, and vision. As he makes tracks through your solar house of identity, you'll have the winning words and ideas to persuade anyone, especially a significant other or potential suitor, that you're the one with the best plan of attack. Yet, be aware that Mercury can be a trickster planet, though, which means you can use this power to seduce your desires, as well. Do you feel confident in a professional setting? Your self-assuredness may not have been where it should be over the last few weeks during Mercury retrograde. Expect to feel increasingly self-confident with who you are and what you bring to the table at work now that Mercury is direct in your sign. But you will need to stabilize by destroying any insecurities or inhibitions that are holding you back from success, since the Sun in your sign conjuncts Pluto in your sign. Regain your power to move forward in your professional setting. In the lead up to not only the Sun's return to your income sector tomorrow, but the Moon's return 2 days later, as a new Moon, Venus, and Saturn are making the most of their final hours on their own. A lot will be going on by the time they align for the last time here for another 3 decades over the weekend, but with a chance today to just focus on the growing closeness between Venus' desires and Saturn's sense of determination. Give yourself an inch and you might take a mile. I recommend you bring that tendency poolside. Swimming is an exercise that benefits the body and mind, and it is not an expensive sport. Whether you are a beginner or a high school champ, try to integrate this lovely, low-impact sport into your life. It strengthens your lung capacity while toning your whole body, and once you get on a roll, it can be like meditation. Weather permitting, it's a wonderful bonus to be outside. If your occupation sees you working in groups, you know all too well how difficult it can be when a project is completed. If this is something you have to deal with on this day, you might find it a little easier. This day's essence is supportive of finishing a current chapter and starting a brand new one. Try to remember that, and before you know it, there'll be a whole new group of faces for you to meet. In the nick of time, Mercury's direct turn in Capricorn today comes just a day before the Sun is due to leave. It is during the last full day of your birthday month that your mental focus finally shifts from the past, while at the same time releasing the brakes holding things back. Mercury is the third planet to turn direct in just the last 7 days and is part of a much bigger picture, with the links holding us to 2022 finally being severed. The last planet still in retrograde motion is Uranus, who is holding the doors open to the past on the playful and creative front for another 4 days. A parade of planets through Capricorn since earlier last month have all moved into a friendly aspect to Uranus, providing the support and confidence to make his final weeks in retrograde motion in your romantic sector count. In the heart of Uranus last week in retrograde motion, Mercury, his staunchest support, turns direct in Capricorn today, with a chance to start preparing for the romantic turnaround ahead. Our eyes in the sky. Today, we can begin to unravel the communication glitches that occurred over the past few weeks. Prepare yourself for frustration when it comes to travel, technology, and information, because the trickster planet still has plans up its sleeve to cause havoc. Proceed with caution today, and give yourself a break to decompress this evening. As you never really jump into anything without a lot of thought and endless intellectualizing over the details, today's planetary alignment will no doubt throw you into something of a quandary. But the more you think, the more you will tend to get into even more of a mess. Just calm right down, take a deep breath, and allow it all to flow as it does. Lately you may have been feeling like you were getting left behind in your career. Now people are starting to realize that they can't move forward without you. Others appreciate you tremendously, whether they express this openly or not. Some great news could change your life forever. It might involve a new partnership of some kind or opportunities in your community. At the least, it could involve changes in your outlook and attitudes about life. You could spend a lot of time on the phone with friends and acquaintances. You will probably want to schedule a romantic evening with your partner. This period holds some friendly aspects for you. A balanced and peace-loving universe brings a lot of courage to face an existing debt problem, as well as the negotiating skills to get the kind of payment plan you can afford. Part of you may be worried that you'll never get it done, but aspects show that you will if you apply your inner wisdom. In the morning, Mercury stations direct in Capricorn, ending its nearly 3-week retrograde. What matters have required review during its backspin? Take a personal inventory. Some of your objectives, career plans, or resolutions for the new year may have been reworked or scrapped entirely. Although communication issues or technological breakdowns generated anxieties, you have also come through this crisis with a better understanding of where to yield versus where to continue to apply your focus. Better to know now, at the start of the year, the causes and concerns that matter to you, than to scatter your energy on frivolous and unfulfilling pursuits. Your work ethic is incredibly strong today. You can accomplish a great deal, so don't be afraid to put twice as many items on your daily list than you normally would. Your powers of concentration are strong and the resources you need are present. Be more discriminatory with what you communicate to certain people. Other people's viewpoints are likely to be more conservative than yours, especially on a day like today. You are very apt to offend someone if you are not careful. Act professional. Following this, the Sagittarius moon trines Chiron in Aries, inspiring self-forgiveness. We reframe past wounds as pit stops in our journey of personal discovery. Aspects of self that we previously felt ashamed to reveal are spotlighted in our conversations. Sharing our story helps others to feel less alone in their own struggles. In our attempt to hold space for others, we wind up healing by proxy.